Hey everyone, welcome to this week's episode of Why It Matters. And this week I wanted to talk about self-care. Self-care can look a lot different to a lot of different people depending on the season of life they're in and what their challenges are or the things they need kind of to give care to themselves for. I talk to a lot of husbands and wives and moms and people who struggle or they're in a situation where, man, I need a break. I need something. Fill in the blank. It's just this feeling of like I'm all wound up and I need some kind of relief to a situation. And I often start asking questions about like, well, what is your stress relief? What is your thing that you do that is to kind of reset yourself or fill your cup to make sure you can handle the absolutely for sure things that are gonna always push you and test your abilities. And if the answer is I don't really have anything or I don't know what you're talking about, like that's the first sign of we haven't really set in place some kind of self-care mechanism. But most importantly, what I see in current state kind of society on social media, all these things, that people tend to feel like there's only one appropriate way to do self-care. It's like, oh, well, people exercise and that makes them feel better, so I should do that. Or oh, I'm a mom and a wife, so I should go have a spa day or get a pedicure or whatever. Well, not everybody likes those things. Not everybody feels relief from doing those things. And so it's important to make sure whatever that self-care looks like, that it actually gets the result of you feeling better. I even try to explain to people that sometimes self-care can be quick and in the moment, and it could be the smallest things that you would never think in a million years would help somebody. For me, as an example, rough, a couple weeks, a lot of things going on, sick kids, busy work, all those things. I needed 20 minutes in my car before I walked in the building before work one day, and that was my self-care. I felt absolutely better. I literally sat in silence and just sat in silence alone for a few minutes before all the world started rolling again. And it was great. And that was my self-care for that moment. I've also had, moments where I just gave myself a little bit of grace, and, maybe the meal that I fed the kids that night wasn't the A+ meal of appropriate carbs and protein and all those things. And it was just okay. And I gave myself the ability to say, you know what, that's okay. Sometimes self-care can look a lot of different ways. There is no wrong way as long as it works for you and it's a positive thing for you. So I hope that you find your self-care. I hope that you recognize that self-care can be in a lot of different things. And if you're asking yourself right now, like, oh, do I have something? Well, then you probably don't, and you need to kind of give that some attention and direction so that you can stay both, mentally healthy and physically healthy, and always be kind of that best version of you for everyone that needs you to be. So I hope you enjoy this week. We'll see you again soon.